It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Really powering through this last leg of the season, Shaq, this late in the game, are there any final adjustments that the top teams can make before the playoffs start?
Yeah, you got to polish up your rotations. And if the guys absolutely need rest, give it to them, Ernie. Take a nap like this.
Take a nap.
He's really sleeping.
I see.
He's really sleeping.
As long as he doesn't snore, he
is really legitimately sleeping.
It's
He
amazing.
mentioned it, fell asleep, just like that.
He's got, everyone has a different mental state,
Yeah.
as Shaq just showed. And for the playoffs, you have to have a really good one. And there's a lot of sleeper teams in the playoffs still left. And I have a sleeping bunch here. Back to you, Kevin. I'm kind of tired, too.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last game for the Warriors, the loss to the Jazz. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And for both of these teams, Chris, injuries have reared their ugly head of late. It's too bad. They are at less than full strength.
Man, this is a part of the game, though. This is part of life. Sometimes you just have to deal with it. Nobody's feeling sorry for you in the NBA. That's why you got 12 to 15 guys on this roster. Now it's just time for the next man to step up.
Did you feel, Chris, as you went through games like this and some of your bigger names were gone and you had to rely on the bench, this made your team stronger down the stretch?
Yeah, Kevin, this does, especially if the team is looking for playoff experience. A lot of guys, you only get that experience in practice. You want some guys to go through their ups and downs during the season. If you get that playing time, hopefully you'll get that star player back, and that player that was on the bench still has that momentum going to help carry you through the playoffs.
Very good point. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Mills out there with Murray, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. Now here's Thompson. Feeds to Durant. And the wide open shot from Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the first one drops. And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, ground broke in early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, that's for sure. I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come.
He doesn't get the second one.
Nice. Tying it up. Though a little disappointed that he couldn't give him the lead.
The feed to Cook. Picked by Pachulia. Back to Thompson. Green with a screen on Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Durant.
Well, Durant is a hustler. Someone who stays active on the glass for second chance opportunities.
Aldridge with a screen on Green. Mills dishes to Aldridge. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke at the line.
Cook, the pass to Thompson. There's the dish to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Anderson. Durant kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Spurs passing it around. Gasol against Pachulia. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jumper for 2. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
This is to Pachulia. Here is Cook. He's covered by Murray. Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Puts it up from 12. Durant with some nice D. The Warriors trailing. And it's the Warriors on the break. Pass to Cook. Aldridge against Bell. Passes it to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost them.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. He tries for 3, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here is Cook. 8 points his last outing. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
Everything he is throwing up has been off. He needs to find his groove, and soon.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Here is Cook. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Durant against Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Durant, no good. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Murray. He dishes it to Aldridge. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Gasol. It's blocked. And it's the Warriors on the break. Cook's got the ball. Now the pass to Thompson. Fires from the line. Here's Bell. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Spurs have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Gasol a screen. They set the pick. Up off the screen. He lays it in. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
And here are the Warriors now. 7-point differential. Picked by Pachulia. Cook kicks to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Bell, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, and fantastic vision. I mean, Thompson quickly locates the open man.
And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
He's big enough to cause damage inside. Thomas gets sent to the stripe.
Oh, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And Thompson, he just isn't an offensive powerhouse. Everyone just wants to credit him for that. But with also his length, his height, his speed, it allows him to guard many positions on the floor. One of the best two-way players this game has.
Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And so Thompson nails both of them. And this late in the season, Chris, health is a big factor. A lot of players willing to play through injury. Just how common is it for someone to play dinged up in the NBA? Not at 100%.
Well, I think mostly every player is playing dinged up. I think you have so many players that are hurting while they play. But I don't know if you have many that are injured. And so you have to walk that line of distinction in. But it's no way not to have these practices, to go up with this physical play, to exert so much energy every day of your life and not have some war wounds for it. But it's part of the game. Can you maintain it? Can you handle it? Can you tough it out? And can you help your team win a championship? That's what the whole goal is.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
The free throw drops for Durant.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball, the calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Young's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Livingston in for Cook. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. Ginobili comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Tony Parker subbed in for Murray. Durant nails both of them. And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Now, here's Thompson. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go. It's Durant on the wing. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
When it's all said and done, people will talk about Durant as one of the greatest deep threats to play this game.
Parker outside. Ginobili sets a screen for Parker. They need this one. Got a hand on it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Kicks it to Young. Feeds it to Livingston. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gasol.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Parker with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Outside, Green. Here's Aldridge. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And the first one drops. And Chris, you were only briefly with the Warriors at the start and the end of your career, but you had plenty of big moments with that club. Any stand out to you as a favorite?
Well, I think the playoffs, almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs, for me, it was something very special. Going behind the back on my good friend Sir Charles, of course, is one of the first experiences I had there, and also my first NBA game. I mean, being in front of those crazy fans in Oakland, that atmosphere is unlike any other, and jump ball and winning and scoring my first bucket. So many special moments there. Rookie of the Year, being awarded that with my father at center court there at that arena is something I'll never forget.
Now here's West. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 3 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Why don't we now look at the league's highest scoring teams? The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Tony Parker in the 2017 season with the lowest minutes per game average in his career. He was playing so well in the playoffs. I mean, historically well. Then, Greg, as we know, the quad injury in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's pretty clear that 15-year run he's had as a starter, that window is rapidly closing, but still effective, just no longer the focal point that he once was.
That's good from Parker.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
And Tony Parker drops them both. Chris, you certainly played with some colorful characters during your career. Which players do you think are the biggest personalities now in the NBA?
Wow, I mean, when you think about the biggest personalities now, I mean, I think about a guy like Westbrook that's so soft-spoken, but his game is so loud that, you know, you have to take notice. Draymond Green, I think he's always been a guy that has never shied away from a microphone or the limelight. He's another guy that comes to mind. And so, and I think, you know, you always have to look at LeBron just because he garners so much attention, just because what he does is always going to be headline news, that he has fun with it. And so those three guys come to mind when I think about the biggest personalities in the league.
Here's Iguodala following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. They set the screen. West a screen on Ginobili. Lets it go from 11. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Nick Young loves scoring and lightheartedly jokes about his defense.
Oh, yeah, we always want players to be so serious about the game. There's a flip side to that. A teammate like Young who comes in every day with a smile on his face, it can lighten the mood in the locker room.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him. And so Young nails them both. San Antonio trailing here. Parker dishes to Gay. Ginobili kicks to Parker. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
And that one falls for Parker.
And Tony Parker in his prime, one of the best slashing point guards this league has ever seen. Just an outstanding finisher amidst the tall players. And one season, how about he almost led the league in points in the paint, a surefire Hall of Famer.
Now here's West. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. San Antonio leading. And a bit of a down year for Tony Parker in 2017. His lowest three-point percentage in 5 years. Lowest free throw percentage in 9.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see him hitting threes at a higher clip. The previous couple seasons, he shot it up over 40%. And a great way, I think, to boost his offense, even though he has slowed down a bit.
Now here's Livingston following the shot by Rudy Gay. Over Parker. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Great concentration by Livingston, able to convert with the defender in his shirt.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Here's Aldridge. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
2 points. That one goes. Looney's got his first points of the night.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. The feed to Green. Aldridge a screen. Green in the post, defended by West. And that one's good by Aldridge.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Young outside. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Again, Golden State. And the Spurs with possession here. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And in a big way. This was a blowout. Players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
He kicks it to Iguodala. The dish now to Livingston. 3 seconds left. No good. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu and Tony there as the foundation, and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that have come through the Spurs organization.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They bought out to an early lead.
Iguodala is at the 3, with Green playing the 4. Livingston is out there with Young. And it's West in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Goes up on the wing. That one wide left.
Off target with was what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. Now, here's Parker. And it's Parker again missing. Nick Young on the wing. Fires from deep. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. Spurs trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. And that one's good. Parker's got 7. And one thing that Steve Kerr has done so well in his coaching tenure is his ability to handle multiple stars on the same team. You look back at the history of this league, and it isn't always smooth sailing.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this much talent on teams, you can get guys clashing. But Kerr has the team playing as a unit, and players are happy to sacrifice their own stats for playing better basketball. He has everyone buying into the culture they've created.
Now here's Gay. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bangs home the trifecta.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Livingston, trailing by 2. It's hauled in by Gay.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Parker. The Warriors pull it in. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Green kicks to Forbes. Dishes to Gay. Spurs passing it around. 5 to shoot. On the left block. No good on the shot. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Young with the ball. Now Green defending. And Young kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Green. Picked by West. And that one's good. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
A great roller off the screen. Draymond shows he can also initiate that play with the ball in his hands.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Gay. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists in the game. Young outside. Pass to Green. Picked by West. And again, Draymond Green. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And for a guy who has really improved his outside shot, Draymond is still doubly effective inside.
Aldridge is screen. And the pass to Forbes. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Here's Forbes. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Forbes has got his first bucket in this one.
And Parker really did a phenomenal job feeding that ball to his teammate for the shot there. His playmaking ability is off the charts.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
He gets it in there. 9 points for Kevin Durant.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Forbes the pass to Gasol. Murray dishes to Gasol. Anderson right side. Gasol kicks to Murray. Gasol a screen on Bell. Out to the wing. Forbes the pass to Anderson. For 3, Murray. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The drive by Green. Cook. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 2.
The playmaking ability of Draymond, so important to the rhythm of this offense.
And Forbes kicks to Murray. To the paint. Gasol dishes to Anderson. Rebounded by Bell. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Cook kicks to Durant. He dishes it to Thompson. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Bell. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Bell, no good on that one. Spurs trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cook kicks to Green. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Spurs have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Feeds it to Mills. Anderson outside. Now Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, Kevin, on top of that, with the defense trying to take shot opportunities away from him, he finds a way to get himself to the line.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Durant, the pass to Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault. The calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Yeah, you mean with the leg? But with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. Yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on their team.
That's good from Green.
Just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Both free throws good from Green. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
He's off on the first. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Now here's Ginobili. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Shot from 12. No good from Ginobili.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Durant dishes to Cook. Kicks it to Thompson. Green, the screen. Thompson inside, covered by Mills. A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Quick to gain separation and big enough to rise above the fray. Thompson, just deadly from mid-range.
Murray kicks to Gasol. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gasol's got 8.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? He's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. The feed now to Green. Back to Thompson. Here's the screen. He kicks to Cook. The three. That one doesn't go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Ginobili outside. Back to Anderson. The dish to Mills. Pass to Gasol. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now here's Green. He's got 10. Green, the screen. Cook kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Mills, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist from Cook. He's got 9.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Murray kicks to Anderson. 1:33 left in the first half. Good looking screen by Gasol. Ginobili dishes to Gasol. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. Thompson passes to Bell. Gasol with the steal. Anderson kicks to Murray. Dishes to Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Well, after not making anything from the field in the first, I mean, he has really elevated his game this second quarter.
Cook kicks to Green. They set the pick. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Murray. It's tipped.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a combination of urgency and efficiency. Let's see how they execute.
And it's Green missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim. And his touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Here is Cook. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Green, the screen. Cook kicks to Thompson. Over Ginobili. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you could tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Picturesque Lake Merritt, the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh, yeah, especially how he established great position and showing some nice footwork and really read how the defense was playing.
Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. On the court for San Antonio. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Mills out there with Murray, and it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Durant's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Murray. Anderson's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. The Warriors shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And Thompson kicks to Green. And Green slams it in.
We know about the playmaking ability of Draymond. I mean, but he's showing that he's just a prolific scorer.
Gasol a screen. Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. Here's Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. Aldridge has got 16.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
Now here's Durant. He's got 11. Count the basket. 13 points in the game.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out, give up that? No.
Green against Aldridge. Left side Gasol. Over Pachulia. The shot's good from Gasol.
Yet another easy make. They're really cooking now after making their third straight shot to begin this half.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Golden State moving it around. Pachulia dishes to Thompson. Shoots over Mills, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
Anderson with the screen for Murray. Anderson with the ball. Now Green defending. Mills in the corner. Aldridge a screen. 4 on the clock. Shoots. And the Spurs scoring again.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
Passes it to Cook. Green the screen. Durant the pass to Pachulia. He dishes it to Cook. Picked by Pachulia. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Cook's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And here's Mills. He's got 10. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Spurs have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Two shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Cook. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Warriors have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Livingston kicks to Thompson. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the left side wing. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker outside. Over Livingston. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Warriors.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Golden State on D. Green, the screen. Pass to Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 4 assists now tonight. Warriors trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Livingston. Almost, but it rolls out. San Antonio's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Before his injury, Rudy Gay had made some strides on the defensive end. In general, Greg, he doesn't get enough credit sometimes for his impact on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Gay has always been a great ball hawk. I mean, he's got long arms to pick off lazy passes. He gets a good amount of blocks for a wing player as well. Very much so underrated when you talk about his defense.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall. I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Here's Looney following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Takes the 3. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. And Forbes kicks to Parker. Aldridge dishes to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot from 12. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Iguodala outside. Looney kicks to Iguodala. Livingston passes to Iguodala. Now here's Livingston, covered by Parker. Shot from 12. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Livingston.
Oh, and this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. High post try, and Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Gay dishes to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Here's Forbes. But they'll get another chance. And the wide open shot from Green. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Young for 3. It's good from long range. Young's got 13.
Well, Kevin, it's impossible for the D to impact that type of shots if it's going to be that matchup. He's giving away too many inches.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
David West, he's checked in for Golden State. Now here's Ginobili. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 4.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic length.
Livingston with it, covered by Parker. Livingston, no luck.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Livingston. The Warriors have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the 3rd. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Back to Livingston. West, right side, over Aldridge. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from David West.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Now, here's Parker. 9 points in the game so far. Over to the left wing. Aldridge with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Offensive rebound. Another shot, and Aldridge with the layup. Aldridge has got 24 points.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Screen by Young. Iguodala outside. West setting the pick for Iguodala. Shoots from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Livingston's got 8 points.
Leaving any player wide open from mid-range, a recipe for getting scored on.
Parker passes to Green. Iguodala against Aldridge. Over Iguodala. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Spurs have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And some changes here for the Warriors. Bell comes in for David West. And Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Cook kicks to Livingston. Over Ginobili. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Livingston.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now, much different after a tough first half.
Here's Aldridge. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 5 assists in the game. Here is Cook, covered by Parker. Back to Livingston. Bell with a screen on Ginobili. Rejected by Ginobili. Nobody near Gay. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gay's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio. Cook, the pass to Looney. Here is Cook, covered by Parker. Goes up at the stripe. Cook, good. Cook's got 6 points.
Wow, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Now here is Aldridge. And he has 28 points for the game. Here's Gay, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Some changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Young. San Antonio also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Green. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Tony Parker. Here's Livingston, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Rudy Gay. And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate, someone guys love to be around, a guy that plays well with just about anybody.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. Gasol drops 2. Here is Cook. 6 points for him.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help.
They get it again. Bell lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bell's got 8 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Ginobili. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Back to Murray. Ginobili left side. Shot clock at 5. Over Durant. Not enough on that one as it misses. To the middle. Here's Bell. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And now just a 2-point San Antonio lead. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Let's get about 3 or 4 stops in a row. Get something put together defensively. Offense will take care of itself. Both teams are scoring. Somebody's got to play D.
And Greg Popovich would very much like for his team to start locking things down defensively.
Yeah, I don't think coach is interested in snipering back and forth. I mean, he'd rather remove the other team's bullets than just to overpower them.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Bell, and it's Cook in at the point guard. That's the Warriors 5. Thompson inside the line, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And for a guy who puts up huge scoring numbers almost on a nightly basis, Clay's on another planet right now.
Anderson the screen. Murray kicks to Ginobili. Gasol, a screen on Bell. Back to Murray. Gasol, a screen. Got a piece of it. Here's Green. Again, Golden State.
How's that for in your face? Draymond shrugging off the defensive pressure.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Mills with it, picked up by Thompson. For 3, Murray. Here's Anderson. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
I mean, I always say that to let the other team get the rebound and continue their possession. Boxing out is simple, and to forget to do it can be costly.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Anderson. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Now here's Green, and there's the pass to Cook. Green with a screen on Anderson. They kick it out to Green. No good on the three. Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Anderson. The putback.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Thompson with it. Green, the screen. Now Thompson shoots over Mills, and the Warriors miss again. Now here's Murray. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. He feeds it to Forbes. Gasol. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Out to Thompson. A three ball. Sinks the triple. And the Warriors lead by 2.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Chalk up 2 there. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here is Cook. He's covered by Murray. Cook kicks to Pachulia. And here's Green outside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Anderson with the ball. Now Green defending. Right side Gasol. Over Cook. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, he didn't really make a concerted effort in the first to get some free throws, but now all that has changed. Much more active.
Off the pick. Anderson with the block. San Antonio again missing.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Cook dishes to Thompson. From 11 feet away, connects, the jumper drops. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Mills. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Forbes kicks to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. Gasol setting the pick for Murray. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He was playing flawless basketball up until that turnover.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here is Cook. Picked by Pachulia. Over in the corner, Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Anderson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Durant with some nice D. Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Green dishes to Cook. Feeds it to Durant. Back to Green. From the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Now here's Anderson. Kicks it to Aldridge. Over Green. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
There's the feed to Anderson. Aldridge a screen. Murray with it. Picked up by Thompson. Murray the pass to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Golden State with another.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Aldridge. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Cook kicks to Green. It's Durant on the wing. There's the dish to Cook. Green, the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Cook, good.
And among other things, Draymond can also rattle your teeth with the screen.
Spurs trail by 5. Gasol a screen. Murray dishes to Gasol. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here is Cook. Picked by Pachulia. Cook the pass to Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
San Antonio's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Aldridge a screen. Murray kicks to Mills. Pass to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson in the corner. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Mills. He kicks to Murray. Gasol a screen. Up off the screen, and it's Murray with the jam.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Well, Kevin, you know momentum is a fickle thing. Sometimes one simple boost in confidence can change the complexion of an entire game.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Oh, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
Aldridge against Green. Thompson inside the line, and it's Golden State with another.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Spurs trail by 9. And here's Mills. Dishes it to Aldridge. Over Green. Aldridge, the pass to Anderson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the first one at the line is good. Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Warriors leading by 8. To the middle. Pachulia dishes to Cook. The screen from Thompson. Cook kicks to Thompson. Durant. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
The free throw drops for Durant. Spurs trail by 11. Murray, the pass to Anderson. Aldridge down low. Working on Green. Anderson wide open. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Anderson's got 11 in the second half. Here is Cook. He's covered by Murray. Pachulia dishes to Thompson. Cook kicks to Green. And stolen by Aldridge. And they're pushing it up. Here's Murray. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Good on both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Warriors leading by 6. The screen from Thompson. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Thompson's got 33.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And you have to like this. Why? Because it's helping them space the floor, which can create other opportunities.
Now here is Aldridge. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Thompson outside. Cook kicks to Thompson. Over in the corner, Green. The screen from Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Clock at 6. The screen. And it's Cook missing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happen. Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Shoots from 14. A rebound by the Spurs. Anderson outside. From deep, Green. Out left to the wing. Fires the three. Off target. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.